Imagine a soft piano melody playing in the background as the camera slowly zooms into a crowded school cafeteria, laughter echoing everywhere, and then silence. You know, some people think they can break someone just because they look quiet, small, or new. But that day, inside Jefferson High, the bullies learned that not every quiet soul is weak, some have storms within them. So before you watch what happens next, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and stay till the end, because this one will hit you right in the heart. It all began on a Friday afternoon. The cafeteria buzzed with noise, trays clattering, soda cans popping, and groups of teens laughing at nonsense. Then, the doors opened, and in walked a girl no one had seen before. Long dark hair, quiet eyes, books clutched tightly to her chest. Her name was Aria, and she had just moved from another state after losing her parents in a car accident 6 months ago. She didn't talk much, didn't make eye contact. She just wanted to eat her lunch in peace, maybe get through another day without drawing attention, but bullies have a strange radar. They can sense fear, sense vulnerability, like wolves scenting blood. And at Jefferson High, those wolves had names: Troy, Mason, and Brittany. They watched her from the other end of the cafeteria, whispering, laughing, nudging each other. Troy smirked, tossing a half-eaten apple between his hands. "New girl looks like a charity case," he muttered. Mason snickered. "Let's give her a proper welcome." Aria sat alone at the far corner, poking her food silently. Her mind was miles away on the little brother she had to pick up after school, the job interview her aunt was struggling to get, and the promise she made to herself to never fight back again. That promise was the last thing her father had told her before he passed: never let anger control you, Aria. Stay calm. Always. But the universe, it seems, loves to test those who swear peace. As Troy and his gang approached, the laughter around the cafeteria dimmed. Everyone had seen what they did to others, shoving, mocking, recording videos for social media likes. Aria kept her eyes down, pretending not to notice. But Mason grabbed her tray, smirking. "What's this? Mystery meets surprise? Or just as bland as you?" She didn't answer. That silence triggered them even more. Brittany leaned close, whispering, "Hey, freak, say something." And then, it happened. With a loud crash, Troy shoved her against the table. Her food splattered everywhere, her books hit the ground. The entire cafeteria froze. For a second, no one moved. Then laughter erupted. Cameras came out. Mason grinned, raising his phone. "Smile for TikTok, new girl." Aria stood there, trembling, eyes watering, but not from fear. From memory. A flash, her father's voice, the sound of screeching tires, the crash, the silence that followed. Her chest tightened. She took a deep breath, then the door slammed open, the bullies turned, and froze. 3 figures stood there, wearing black leather jackets, boots heavy against the tile floor. The cafeteria went dead quiet. They weren't students. They looked older, early 20s maybe. One of them had a patch on his jacket that read Crimson Wings MC. Every student stared. The tallest of the 3 stepped forward, a scar under his eye, hair tied back, eyes sharp and cold. He scanned the room until his gaze landed on Aria. His jaw tightened. Then his voice, calm but firm, cut through the silence. "Aria." The cafeteria gasped. He knew her, her lips trembled. "Kai," she whispered. Kai nodded once, her older cousin. The same one who'd taken her in after her parents' death. But few knew that Kai wasn't just any biker. He was the president of a local motorcycle club known for protecting those who couldn't protect themselves. Troy tried to laugh, but his voice cracked. "Hey, man, this is just a joke." Kai's boots echoed against the floor as he approached, every step slow and deliberate. "A joke," he repeated softly. "So you like hurting people smaller than you? You think that makes you strong?" Troy stammered. Mason tried to step back, but another biker blocked his way. Kai bent down, picking up Aria's books one by one. Then he looked her straight in the eye. "You okay?" She nodded weakly, still shaking. He turned back to the bullies, and his tone shifted like thunder before a storm. "You ever touch her again, and I'll make sure your parents know exactly what kind of cowards they raised." The entire cafeteria was dead silent. Even the teachers near the door said nothing, maybe they were too stunned, or maybe, they silently agreed. Troy's smirk vanished. Mason lowered his phone. Brittany stepped back, her face pale. The bikers didn't have to touch them, the weight of their presence was enough. Then Kai did something no one expected. He looked at the crowd, at the kids who had laughed, who had recorded, who had done nothing. His voice echoed through the room, all of you who stood and watched, remember this moment. Because silence makes you no better than the bullies. You could have heard a pin drop. Even the laughter had vanished from the air. Then, slowly, Kai placed a hand on Arya's shoulder. Let's go, he said quietly. And just like that, they walked out together, her cousin's arm around her, the bikers following behind. No punches thrown. No shouting match. Just pure, quiet power. The bullies never touched her again. In fact, something changed that day. Students started sitting with her. Teachers took bullying complaints more seriously. The viral video that Mason tried to upload? It didn't make him famous, it made Arya a symbol of quiet strength. Weeks later, at the school assembly, Arya spoke for the first time in front of everyone. Her voice was calm, steady, but full of emotion. You don't have to fight with your fists to be strong, she said. Sometimes, standing your ground and refusing to break, that's what real power looks like. The entire auditorium stood up and clapped. So if you're watching this right now, and you've ever been pushed around, laughed at, or ignored, remember Arya. Remember that quiet doesn't mean weak. And if you see someone being treated like that, don't look away. Be the one who stands up, because bullies may run fast, but truth, courage, and love, they always catch up. Soft outro music fades in. If that story touched your heart, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. You never know, your one share could give someone the courage to stand up tomorrow.